Hi, it's Lisa from Forever Clean Soap Works. Yep, I'm making cold processed Nag Champa soap. There's my color, Mad Mica's Key West Blue. It is gorgeous. Nag Champa. So I don't have any sound on this video, and I'm going to tell you why. We are in the new store, and the new store is an open concept, and basically you can hear everything. So I don't have any downtime or off time to make videos when we don't have customers coming in. So here I am pouring the lye into my oils that I have pre-measured and put my goat milk in. Anyway, I have to do a voiceover because it's noisy in there. Like I said, there's music and customers and my husband talking to them. So also that's why I'm using the camera stand today, because he's waiting on customers. So you're just going to have to put up with me talking over this whole video for the whole 12 minutes. And I have to confess, I just did 12 minutes of talking and didn't have the record button on. Yeah, I'm tired. we we're not quite up to 7 days a week. We're at 6 days a week, and we are working anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. So we're going to have help coming on Wednesday, I believe. We're hiring our first part-time person because we are a lot busier. And I'm going to be upping my production for soap to hopefully 300 bars a day, maybe a little bit more, because it's busy. And there is that beautiful Key West blue. It's gorgeous. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about this soap. I could not remember the last time I made the Nag Champa if it turns brown. I couldn't remember if it had vanillin, and I thought that it turned brown, but I wasn't positive. So I separated the batter before I put fragrance in it and made it this gorgeous, gorgeous blue. Oh my gosh, I love Key West. And don't worry, that jar was empty, but I have more. That's one of my favorite blues to use. I use it in Perfect Man, which is my best-selling soap. So that's just a gorgeous blue. Anyway, I did a light trace on this. It's fine. And then I am going to add titanium dioxide to the rest of the batter. And you'll see that in just a second. So that I have a nice white background. It's already pre-mixed, and it's so cool. It doesn't take much, but watch the side when I start to mix it up. Definitely use a mixer when you use titanium dioxide. I've used titanium dioxide for years and years. It took a little while for me to figure out you gotta use a mixer. Otherwise, it's kind of a, not grainy, but speckle. The white gets speckly. So using the mixer just for a few seconds there is all it takes. And then it's, perfectly fine white. So I add in the fragrance oil, which behaves very well. However, when you have titanium dioxide in there, along with your fragrance oil, it's going to accelerate the trace a little bit, not a lot. It's not going to be soap on a stick. See? It's fine. I'm actually going to use the mixer on it, and it's going to get a little thick. A little thick. Not bad. But the blue is not thick at all. The blue is a very light trace. Did you see what I did? I almost put my spatula on my blender. Yeah, it's long days. So mixing that up, and I'm trying to get it somewhat thick, not super thick. I just want it to have some body to it, so it's not all runny. Because I want to do some swirls and some things to it. Which you can tell it's still very loose. There you go. You can see. It's not super thick, but it will start to thicken, of course, as it heats up a little bit. And I thought I ruined my swirls. Hang in to the very end because you're going to see the cut of this soap. And you will see I did not mess it up. But it looks like I messed it up. That's the weird thing with soap. Sometimes you think, uh-oh, what did I do? It's going to be ugly. It's not going to turn out right. And it turns out fine. So yeah, I'm having to try and do all this without my helper holding the camera. So hopefully you can see everything okay. And what I should have done was pour all the blue in instead of saving some back. But I wanted some for the top. And you see how it's perfectly fine. It's going in there just great. I should have used it all. But I didn't. That's okay. Trust me, it's okay. But watch this. I know the bucket's in the way, but it won't be. Look at that. Ooh, it's so pretty. And you can tell it's getting thicker already. Not so thick that you can't still work with it, but it's thicker. I'm sorry, my arm's in the way. I just wanted to really get a video out for you. And it's been hard when I'm in the middle of making, and I don't have my husband to hold the camera. He's waiting on customers, and I can't talk while I've got the camera going. So it's kind of difficult to, get my videos made. So. And there we go, pouring some more in, which it's fine. It's fine. But then it starts to just sit on top. Yeah, I'm trying to squish it into the corners because it all, of course, builds up in the middle. But it's going to look like all the blue is on top. It's not, but it kind of looks that way. And see how I flip it? Well, it's so thin that it's just not working. I was so worried I ruined it. I really was. So, what I do, trying to see how I can get it to come together. So actually what I do is hit it with a blender again. I wanted it to be kind of thick like the white was so that I could blop it in there and swirl it around. It's because there's nothing else in there. It's just soap batter and mica. There's no oil, there's no titanium dioxide, nothing to thicken it up quickly. But that's okay. It's still going to work. It just makes the top really blue. But really blue is okay because it's a really pretty blue. But I like to do like a swirl on the top or some waves or whoop-de-doos like I call them. But it's really hard when one is really thin and the other batter is thick. But like I said, hang in to the very end because you will see it is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous soap. And you just never know sometimes. You just never know. And you can see how it just kind of puddles on the top. Oh well, I'm going to scrape it all on there anyway. And good luck. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. So I just want to thank you for watching and sticking with me, even though I don't have gobs of videos coming out. I hope that you like and subscribe and tell your friends and share it. Okay, I'm going to take my popsicle stick and at least swirl through it and hope that I get some blue down inside there. Oh my gosh, look at that mess. It's okay, really. It's so blue. But a pretty blue. Admit it, that's a pretty blue. And then I'm going to tap it down again, get the bubbles out, and then try to do a whoop-de-doo on the top. It's not going to work. It was very odd. And I'm like, oh man, did I mess it up? Look, so one more attempt to give it some texture on the top. My husband was talking to me, sorry. I was a little distracted, but so I just did that with the popsicle stick all through it and finally just gave up and said, whatever it looks like tomorrow, okay. Actually, this part of this goes to a special order and he won't care. He's a nice guy and he buys it all the time and he won't care. So, all right. So that's it. And here it comes, the cut, and the loaves are gorgeous. Ta-da! Now, hang in there. Here it comes. And I will see you next week and hopefully have another video for you. Look at that. Yay!